All right, we'll now move on to the next problem in single entry. It is an RTP problem May 2020. The books of accounts of Mr. Mann of Mumbai showed the following figures. 31st March 18 and 19 are given. Furniture and fixtures, stock, debtors, opening is given, closing is not there. Cash in hand, cash at bank, 1,10,000, closing is not there. Creditors, bills payable, outstanding salaries. An analysis of the cash book revealed the following. Cash sales, collections from debtors, discount allowed to debtors, cash purchases, payment to creditors, discount received from creditors, payment for bills payable, drawings for domestic purposes, salaries paid, rent paid, sundry trade expenses. Depreciation is provided on furniture at 10% on the diminishing balance method. Mr. Mann maintains a steady GP of 25% on sales. Prepare trading account, P&L account and balance sheet on that date. So pretty straightforward problem. There are two missing informations apparently, which is the debtors, closing debtors and closing cash and bank. So if we can prepare a debtors account and a cash account, we will be able to ascertain that. Opening balance sheet, if we can prepare that, we can find out the opening capital, right? Now, so let's start with the opening balance sheet. It's pretty straightforward. All the information of the assets and liabilities are given. So let's start with the opening balance sheet. So I've just prepared a template here. Balance sheet as on 31st March 18. Let's start filling the details. Furniture. Do you have any furniture there? Yes, 2,60,000. So 2,60,000. Opening debtors. Opening debtors is 1,25,000. Opening debtors is 1,25,000. Stock. Opening stock is 2,45,000. 2,45,000. Opening cash and bank. Opening cash and bank is 1,10,000. Right. Then come to the liability side. Creditors 1,35,000. Outstanding salary 19,000. Bills payable 70,000. So what is the balance? So that's a balance of 5,16,000, which is your opening capital. 5,16,000 is your opening capital. Good. Now, what we'll do now, we'll try to open a lot of ledger accounts and we'll try to post the debtors, creditors and other things. Okay, let's start with cash. Right, opening balance of cash which we had was 1,10,000. We'll try to post. Then let's come to opening debtors. Opening debtors was 1,25,000. So let's open a debtors account and we'll post the opening balance as 1,25,000. Debtors 125,000. Closing balance we don't know. We have to find out. Cash is over. Creditors 1,35,000 and 190. Opening and closing both are given. Creditors 135 and 190. So go to creditors account. Let's post the it's 135 and 190, right? So creditors 1,35,000 and 1,90,000. 1,90,000. Then we have bills payable 70 and 80. So let's open a bills payable account 70,000 and then closing balance is 80,000. That's also done. Outstanding salaries 19 and 20,000. So let's open a salaries account. Salaries account opening balance is 19,000 and closing balance is 20,000. All right. So we are done till this point of time. Now let's analyze the cash book, cash transactions, and let's start posting the transactions in the cash account. Cash sales 16,20,000. So go to the cash book 16,20,000. So cash to sales 16,20,000. Then collections from debtors 10,58,000. So basically cash to debtors 10,58,000 And from the debtors, 10,58,000. Okay. Then discount allowed to debtors 20,000. So entry is discount allowed to debtors. So 20,000. Okay. Now cash purchases 6,15,000. Go to the cash book. Post the 6,15,000. Then payment to creditors 9,73,000. Go to creditors account. Creditors to bank or creditors to cash 9,73,000. Right? Go to the bank account and post there also 9,73,000. Right? 9,73,000. 9,73,000. Discount received from creditors 32,000. So creditors to discount received. So creditors account debit to discount received. Creditors to discount received 32,000. Payment for bills payable 4,30,000. So bills payable to bank, bills to 4,30,000. So go to the bank account and say buy bills payable 4,30,000. Just complete the double entry. Drawings for domestic expenses 1,20,000. Just say 1,20,000. Salaries paid 2,36,000. 2,36,000. Remember, there's a salaries account also. So we'll say salaries to bank is 2,36,000. Rent paid is 132. Rent paid is 1,32,000. And trade expenses was how much? 81,000. Trade expenses is 81,000. Which means we are done with all the transactions except for the depreciation part. So the cash book shows a balance of 2,01,000, which is the missing information. Okay. Now please come to the debtors account. Yeah, we can't finish off debtors because we need to find out sales. So let's go to the bills payable account. Yes, everything is done. You have a 4,40,000 balancing figure, which is nothing but the it's a transaction with the creditors. Okay, it's creditors to bills payable. Entry is 4,40,000. So go to the creditors account and post this. Creditors account to bills payable 4,40,000. 4,40,000. So once you do that, so you'll get 15 lakhs as the balancing figure, which is the credit purchases for the year, which is 15 lakhs. So once that is done, come to the balance sheet is over, and then we'll go to the salaries account. If you can find the salary expense for the period is 2,37,000, which is the balancing figure there. I think we have done all the ledger accounts, starting with cash. Yeah, cash got over. Debtors we have to find out sales. Bills payable is over. Creditors is over. Opening balance sheet already over. Salary is over. Now come to the credit sales part. Now, if you go to the credit sales, how to find credit sales now? Now you have opening stock, which is already given to you in the problem, 2,45,000. Cash purchases, we already found out, it's already given the problem. From the cash book we can take. Credit purchases from the creditors account we can take. So, and closing stock. What is the closing stock given to us in the problem? What is the closing stock given to us in the problem? 3,20,000. So if I subtract the 3,20,000 here, right, which means my cost of goods sold is 20,40,000, right? So objective is to find out the cost of goods sold, which is opening stock plus purchases. We have cash purchase and credit purchase, and if I subtract the closing stock, I'll get the cost of goods sold. And the GP margin is 25% on sales, 1/4 on sales is 1/3 on cost. So 20,40,000 by 3. So it is actually 20,40,000 by 3. You'll get 6,80,000, right? So 6,80,000. So once you get that, the total sales is going to be 27,20,000. total sales. So cash sales plus credit sales both put together will be 27,20,000. From that, if I subtract the cash sales of 16,20,000, I will get the credit sales of 11 lakhs. And once I get the 11 lakhs credit sales, I can directly post it to the debtors account, right? Debtors account, because that was the missing information, right? So debtors are always connected with the credit sales. So 11 lakhs will be the figure here. So the final balance will be 1,47,000, which is the closing balance of debtors, right? So once this is done, I think all the working notes are complete. We can directly get on to the trading account, P&L account and balance sheet. Only the depreciation on furniture is left. We will tackle that also, right? What is happening now? Now, what is the trading account? Opening stock is there, right? Opening stock is 2,45,000. Sales, yes, it's there. Cash sales, credit sales, cash purchase, credit purchase. Closing stock was 3,20,000, right? It was 3,20,000. Once you do that, so what is the GP? It is 6,80,000 because it is 25% on sales. Sales is 27,20,000. So 27,20,000 into 25%. It is 27,20,000 into 25% will give you 6,80,000. So we can actually find out that. So once that is done, so what is the net profit? So salaries is done, rent is done, only the depreciation part is left. What is the depreciation on furniture? The problem says it is look at the last line, 10% on the diminishing balance method. Look at the furniture account. Furniture account from 2,60,000 it has come down to 2,34,000. What is the meaning of that? That 26,000, right? 26,000 is the depreciation straight away, right? It's 10%. Once you do that, so what is the net profit now? So it's the 7,12,000 minus 4,96,000. 2,16,000 becomes the balancing figure, which is a net profit. Once you get the net profit, balance sheet is automatic, and the balance sheet total is 9,02,000. All those numbers will automatically find a place. So opening capital is 5,16,000, which comes from working note number 5. Net profit is 2,16,000. Drawings from the cash book we can have. Then closing creditors, closing bills payable, closing salaries, outstanding salaries. Balance sheet total 9,02,000. Here, furniture is 2,60,000. Depreciation is 26,000, so 234. Stock, debtors we found out closing balance, and cash also we found out the closing balance of 2,01,000. Right. So once that is done, so we can actually close the balance sheet at 9,02,000. Okay. So we can just say for cash and bank, it is say this refer working note number. Please refer working note number 1. Right, because that is where you have the workings for that 2,01,000 here. Okay, I'm just highlighting it, so it's easy, right? So that's the end of the problem. So friends, now take your notebook and then start copying this problem. Main solution first, followed by the working notes. Now, once the trading P&L is over, then the balance sheet is there. Please copy that as well. I'm showcasing the balance sheet now. Okay. Now, there are 7 working notes. So, the first is cash and bank, and then debtors. You can actually pause the video, right? If you are viewing it, then you can copy it. So cash and bank, debtors. Then you have bills payable and creditors. Bills payable and creditors. This ledger is also there. Then we have the opening balance sheet. And then the salaries account, opening balance sheet and the salaries account. That's another working note. So, and then finally we have the credit sales calculation of 11 lakhs. Make sense? All right. So practice this problem well. It's an easy one, but you have a lot of calculations as well. That's the end of the problem.